Welcome back to Get Simplified channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel for me. Right. This lesson we are going to look at tables, specifically the datasheet view. And a table, like we discussed in our previous lesson, allow us to enter records or allow us to store data. Now, just like in spreadsheet, a table contains both the rows and then the columns. Now, basically, we have two views in a database table. We have the datasheet view, and then we have the design view. The datasheet view only shows the data in the database, which allow us to enter and edit the data in tables. And then the design view allow us to create or edit the table. So the design view, in order for you to create a table, or you edit the fields, you need to use the design view. But when you are going to enter or edit a data in a table, we use the datasheet view. Now, this lesson, we are going to look at the totals, how to sort and filter, how to delete and insert records, how to change the background and alternate colors, and how to change the field weight and then the row height. All these will be done in the datasheet view. So please watch out for some of these questions in your database, Microsoft Access. So I have with me here a database table. So I go to the object to display all the objects. So this is the table that I have. Now with this table, we can manipulate or do so many things on it. Like I said previously, the views, we can right click on the table. When you click on open, it opens in datasheet view. But when you right click and choose design view, it takes you to the design view, which shows all the field names, the data types, and then the description, as well as the field properties. But when you double click, it takes you to datasheet view. Alternatively, you can switch from one view to another by using these icons here. So this is the datasheet view icon. And then when you click on this one, it takes you to the design view. Or you can also go to the views here from the table design, views, and then design view, or views, and then the datasheet view. Right, now let's start with the first one. That is how to change the text formatting. In other words, how to change the background color, how to change the alternate background color, how to change the cell effect. Now, when you open the table in a datasheet view, from the home tab, you will find the text formatting. So you click on the arrow next to the text formatting. Then we have the cell effect. So we have three cell effects: the flat, raised, and then sunken. So let's say I click on flat and then all raised. If I click OK, this is going to be the new datasheet view. Now, so the raised, I can change the background color, and then I can also change the alternate background color, as well as the grid line colors. But then for the raised, the grid lines will not show. You can remove the grid lines. All of them will be displayed. Right. Alternatively, we can also change it to sunken, and then change all these. Now, when you choose flat, we have the grid line show. You can get a question by saying, do not display the vertical grid line. So meaning you must uncheck the vertical grid line, and then the vertical lines will not be displayed. So that is how we change the row colors and then the background colors. Right. Again, in a datasheet view, you can be asked to sort your data. If you want to sort, let's say, according to the name, you select the field, and then you see it here from the home tab. Ascending, or descending. If you don't want to sort, you click on remove sort. Again, you can do that by selecting the field, then you see an arrow next to each field. Then you see A to Z or Z to A. We can do that to sort our record. Right. Then again, we have what we call the filter. Filter is to extract or remove or take out certain records. Let's take, for instance, we want to display only those who chose active as a recycling activity. Now to filter, you select the field that you are going to filter or apply the filter on. And then there is an arrow there, you click. So we have here, let's say we want only active. You remove the check for the select all, and then you take active. So it's going to display only those who selected active as a recycling activity. You can also do that. If you don't want that, you can also do that by going to text filter, and then we have equals to or begins with. So let's say you choose equals to, then say active. Or when you select and then you go to text filter, you can just say begins with A. So it's going to display all the active ones for you. Or if you want the active text filter, you can say ends with E, because active ends with E. But then now we have recycling, do not recycle, also ending with E. So that one will give you a problem. So basically, you can use the text filter to do that. Does not contain or does not begin with. You can use any of these. Right. If it's about number filter, when you go there, we have the number filter equals to, does not equal to, less than or greater than or between. Let's say we want only the numbers from 1 to 10. So we just choose between, and then the smallest is 1, the largest is 10. So it's going to give you only the value from 1 up to 10. So we use the number filter also like that. Right. Now, we move to another important thing that you can do also here. That is changing the row height and then the column width. Now, if let's say we want to change the row height, do not click on the records. Just click on the box next to any of the records, these boxes, which is gray color, and then you right click, then you see row height. So let's say we want to change it to 20. So it's going to change all of them for us. Remember, if I right click inside number 1 here, it's not going to give me that option. So take note. Right. Again, on the same record or the row height, we have what we call the standard height. You can get a question whereby the question will ask you to change it to the standard height or the standard width. So you just go there and take standard height and then to change it to the standard height for you. Right. Then the column width also based on a particular column. You can do that if you want to adjust them properly by clicking on the demarcations or the lines in between each column. So you just double click. It's going to adjust them automatically for you. Or you can change them to a specific height by right clicking, and then you see filled width. And then let's say we are changing to 16. Right, that's how we change the row and then the filled width. Then also the next topic will be freezing. Let's say as you scroll to the right or you scroll to the left, we want number one, this number column here, to always be there. So you have to freeze. You right click and then you see freeze field. So when you scroll, it's going to be like that. Or you can also freeze one field. Let's say I want to freeze two. So you just say freeze field. Because we do not have so many of them, you won't see the effect of it. So that is how we also freeze field. Now, we can also do calculations here in the datasheet view. How do we do the calculations? Let's take, for instance, we want to only find out how many drop-offs, or let's say the total drop-off for the active recycling activity. In other words, those who chose active and their total drop-off. So for us to do that, first of all, we need to filter, and then we choose active. Then on the home tab, you will see totals. So you click on the totals, and then it's going to give you the total row. You see total here. Now, on that row, and then below the drop off, you click there. Then there's an arrow. Then you can choose the various function. So if the question says the total drop off, you choose the sum, and it's going to give you the total drop off for all those who selected active recycling activity. Right. We can also delete a record. Let's say we do not want a certain record. We do not want a certain record, like let's say Mohammed, we don't want this one. So you select that record, you right click, and then choose delete record. It will be deleted for you. Again, if you want to insert a specific record, let's say I want to insert a record between 6 and then 8. You select the 7, you right click and say insert new record. It will allow you, then you can now sort, because here we sorted, so it takes out to the last one, the 201, and then we can type our record. So basically, this is how we sort, we filter, we do the totals, as well as changing the text formatting. If there is something that you don't know where to find it, you can just go to tell me what to do in the new one, Office 365, and then you just type, let's say text cell effect or cell formatting, format cells, and it's going to take you straight to that site. Right. Thank you for your time.